All right, everybody. So, as you know, or would like to be reminded, this year's basketball Donruss 22-23 cards come out this week. For a lot of you, they drop tomorrow. Maybe you've already seen breaks online or watched Pac-Man on YouTube. Watch somebody unveil the newest. I like Donruss a lot. I like them as a collector because of the history behind the name. I like them because they're affordable. I love a lot of their design. The rated rookies thing is always cool to me. I don't know if that's just because it's like a classic and expected. But this year is, for me, the first version of this year's rookie class that I like and that I'm going to be going after. I want to give you 5 thoughts, 5 strategies, 5 things, 5 responses to this new Donruss basketball card drop. The hobby boxes will have lots of fun things in them, like inserts, numbered cards, net marbles, more autos, different types of parallels and colors of those cards. Guys, this is the rookie class with Paolo, Benedict Mathurin, Keegan Murray, Jalen Williams. There's a lot of players that maybe you haven't heard of. Maybe I barely know. Jabari Smith Jr., Jabari Smith Jr. There are players that were drafted high and have a ton of potential, but they haven't done anything yet. Chet Holmgren. There are players like Jabari Smith, who's up and down, usually down. And then there's guys like Jalen Williams. Now, you have to be careful because Oklahoma City, by the way, they're another fun team to watch. Oklahoma City has 2 Jalen Williamses. And when I recommend, or when I tell you of this year's Donruss rated rookies, I'm really curious to see which rookies will be the most popular for collectors and investors. Obviously, Paolo, obviously Benedict, but then a lot of people don't really know. Hey, the Spurs have Malachi Branham, who has been starting lately and scoring. Yeah, I know it's just the Spurs, but he's good. Jalen Williams, Jalen for OKC, is doing all the things. He doesn't play like a rookie. He's playing like a veteran and plays defense and knocks down threes and could be a compliment to SGA and Giddey for a long, long time. There are 5 things I love about this year's Donruss, actually 5 strategies. I actually wrote them down, so I'm going to have to get out my notes. Usually I just riff. I've got some ideas, then I talk, or I just share stories. But right now I'm going to the tape. All right. Step number 1, or response number 1 to this new drop, Donruss basketball cards. I would encourage you, if you've never done it, to participate in a break, like an online break of a Donruss hobby box. Make sure it's a hobby box. Make sure you get a good deal and that the breakers have good reviews. If you don't know about breaking, please go back and listen to or watch our latest episode, most previous episode, about breaking the basketball cards 101 episode with Shag Sports Cards. Shout out to my dudes over there in North Canton, Mike, Dave, Anthony, all you guys. We're so grateful for that education. That's like Cliff's Notes on breaking. But yeah, do a Donruss hobby box break. You might even want to jump in and do one where they're breaking a whole case, and you can pick a team. Pick a team. Obviously, teams like Orlando with Paolo's rookie, they're going to sell a lot higher. But you might want to pick a team with a lesser known rookie or players that you just love to collect. So participate in a break if you haven't. This would be a good one to do. Make sure it's hobby. Number 2, about buying and enjoying this year's Donruss basketball. Advice, or word number 2, would be wait a month before paying today's prices for a lot of these cards. Wait a month. There is often a premium to buying the first week or the second week or the third week. Often a premium to buying before the other, like the next releases of cards come out. The Prism, the Optic, the Select, the Mosaic. There's so many other brands that'll come out of these players' rookies. And as those release, every time one is released that people like, the prices and values of previous releases go down a little bit because there's just more of those players, more of those cards on the market. So I would say, that's at least what I'm saying to myself. As much as I like the shiny new toy, as much as I love the net marbles things, in fact, that's an advice I'm giving myself. Last year when the Donruss hobby boxes dropped, I went online and I'm like, man, I really want to get a LeBron James net marbles card. I really want to get that Donovan Mitchell press proof. What are press proofs anyway? Like, what's the point? I don't need proof that they went to press. I have the card in my hand, but press proofs are a little Donruss trick. By the way, last year they made so many of those stinking cards that the press proof label in there. I say it enough times, it's gonna be like pest proof, press proof, Donruss. Yeah, don't go paying $25 for the brand new LeBron Netmarbles card. Lesson learned over here. That's a free tip from your buddy Gary at Hoops and Cards. Wait a month. Wait 6 weeks. You can do it. You can last. I trust you. You are strong. You've got self-control. You don't have to waste all of your money overpaying during the first week. Wait a month. Goes the same for wax and blaster boxes and whatever else. All right. Wait a month. The prices will drop tremendously. Wait 2 months. Or you could just ignore me, and then 6 months from now, when you see all the Donruss cards in the 10-cent box, like except Paolo, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So why overpay now when you could buy some great deals in just a few months? So wait a month. That being said, if you have to have a card, if you have to have your hands on some Donruss, get a card. Like, have one card that you want to get that you'd be like, okay, I got one. You might feel like a sense of connection with that set, or you've got a player that you just, I got one. I got the Tyrese Maxey, or I got the LeBron James, or I got the Steph Curry. What's the player that you want? Maybe you want a numbered card or a silver, or press proof. Ooh, you want an autograph card, whatever it is. Get one, right? Get one. And you might be able to snipe one, get a good deal on eBay for sure. But get one card, or get one box. That's number 4. Get a box. I love ripping several boxes every time there's a new basketball season, and Donruss is one of those. Whereas I would say about Hoops, I would say about Donruss Elite, I'd say about Illusions, I would even say about Chronicles. There's some that I just don't buy those boxes anymore. I don't. And if I do, I certainly am not paying the prices of the first or second week. Because the odds of you getting an autograph card of a player that's valuable in one of those retail boxes, it's not good. It's not good, but it is a fun experience to open, to rip a box, be excited, celebrate. If you did get lucky, go for it. And then my 5th piece of advice is sort of like for you rippers, you breakers, you people that love to dig into new product. You got a hobby box on order already. Maybe it's there. You're listening to this podcast as you're opening it. Good job. Like that's awesome. Here's what I would say to you. Well, lots of things. That's why I do a podcast. I would say to you, if you're going to rip, then flip. If you're going to pull cards out right now, that hobby box, I would put up for sale the ones you don't want to keep immediately. Sell them in a one-day auction on eBay, because everybody wants those cards now. Like, they're the hot new release. So if you open a hobby box day 1, day 2, day 3, the card values are the highest right now, because people will be doing all that stuff I said. Like, they'll be trying to there is a rush into the market. And I'm not saying fools rush in where wise people fear to, I am saying that the people that rush in are overpaying for a lot of these cards that will be not worth that much in a month. But if you're going to rip, I'd say go flip. Go flip. Even if it's a card you absolutely love, guaranteed you can buy it back in 3 months for half of what you're selling it for. I'm not guaranteeing it to the point where I'm just going to give you the money if you don't. But I'm just telling you, as someone who's done this now, I knew this before COVID and Y2K, not Y2K, the year 2000. I was about 2020. That's the year. Man, I'm talking a lot. I love that you guys are listening. Thank you so much for listening to Hoops and Cards. If you're going to rip, then flip. What do you love about the Donruss cards? What do you love about a new release? What cards are you hoping to pull or hoping to target? Because right now, I'm going to wait. I'm going to watch a few breaks. I might participate in an online break with Donruss. It's a great set to have. It's affordable to collect. Go for it. At the same time, when I am buying a card that I want, I get to pick what condition it's in. That's the other thing about these products. Guys, when you rip something brand new or you win something in a break, there's no guarantee that it's going to be centered, that it won't have dimples or print lines or scratches or, gnur on it. Like, it's going to have stuff on it. You don't know if it's mint. Whereas if I wait and buy a card that I want, sometimes I'll even have this criteria. If I had bought a blaster or a hobby box, what card would I really love to get? And then I'll just go buy that card at, a much discounted rate in June. Those are my words of encouragement, guys. I am excited. I am going to go watch some breaks. I do like the new product. Donruss is always a hit. So there's that. First of all, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your patience with us as part of the Basketball Forever Network. Our intention is to put out 2 episodes a week on Tuesday and Friday. So I'm going to work ahead. A lot of these episodes I used to record just on the phone as I'm driving. I'd be recording. Now that we're doing YouTube and video and partnering with a network, I want it to be on a regular scheduled, back to our regularly scheduled. I want to really do that Tuesdays and Fridays. So thank you so much for listening. I am Gary, your host. Enjoy the NBA tonight. And there's probably some awesome games on TNT. But hope you have an awesome week. Let me know. Hit me up at Hoops and Cards on Instagram or Gary at hoopsandcards.com. See ya.